Okay, guys, I got a comic book review that I'm going to do today. Something more independent. It's not DC, Marvel, or any of those big companies, but it is from one of my friends, Tom. Uh, it's this book called Dreamweaver. Um, he sent me this book. I'm going to be working with him on a project. He wants to do a story of my life, the different times that I've helped people and whatnot. He wants to use that for the inspiration for his new book, which I'm really honored and humbled by. I really appreciate that. Um, it's a huge honor. But he sent me this, which it took me a couple of days, well, like a week and a half, I think, to finally get through it. Um, and I'll be honest with you, like I'm one of those people that unless I'm enthusiastic about something, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep putting it on the back burner, and I'm never going to get to it. Um, so finally, after enough hounding, he got me to read it. Um, and honestly, by the second page, I couldn't put it down. The drawings in it were pretty simplistic, but the story was really, really well written. It was really good. The story starts off. It's about a guy who he has kind of a dead end job, not really going anywhere. His boss doesn't even get his name right. Wakes up late for work. It's just a crap job, a crap life. He's not enthusiastic about anything. Um, and dude gets hit by a car. Well, from that point, the story kind of divides. Um, he goes through his day. He steps up. He's like, "Hey, I'm fine. I'm not hurt." Continues about his day, and everything just is so good in his day. The rest of it, like, he goes home for lunch. Um, his boss calls, says, "Hey, I heard about the car. Don't worry about it. Or I heard about what happened with the car. Don't worry about it. Take the rest of the day off." He asks the girl out. She says yes. He makes reservations. She says yes. And sporadically through the story, like he'll press like a button to the elevator and he'll get shocked. Another part in the story, he unplugs the uh, I think it was the clock. And he gets shot or shocked. Um, and through those different times, like it'll flash back and it'll show a scene of them like working on him in the hospital, like trying to resuscitate him and whatnot. And I had no problem following the story. Like I thought it was really, really well written. I won't spoil it and tell you how it ends. But to see the diverging, the two paths of where the story went, it was really well written. I had asked Tom if he wanted to do a sequel to the book, or if he had the intentions of doing it. And basically, with Dreamweaver, it's more like a Twilight Zone-ish type comic. And when he had first brought up that he does comic books, when he approached me about my story, um, and then he had also we had talked about maybe me doing art for him since I'm also an artist. And I asked, well, what type of books do you have? And he said, well, I got comic books, um, sci-fi-ish books, a Twilight Zone type book. And so I was pleasantly surprised when I had asked him, if he wanted to do a sequel with this one, when he said that this was the kind of Twilight Zone-ish book where every comic is kind of an episode. Um, so I was really kind of blown away by that because one, the story I didn't think or I didn't know it was going to be any good because I didn't know what it was about. Um, but when I read it, like I was just really good. And then to hear that it's going to be like a Twilight Zone type ordeal. Again, like I love Twilight Zone. I love Outer Limits. I love any type of weird paranormal type shit. And to see the comic or to see a comic brought to life kind of like that, it's just really well done. I'm going to put his Facebook address in the link um, to the video. So click on his page, friend him. He's a really good guy. If you got any ideas for stories that maybe you want to work with him or collaborate on, like I'm sure he'd probably love to listen to it. He's just a good guy to know. But I wanted to plug his comic, so if you guys have a chance to get this, please by all means ask him where you can get them from. It's really good comic, and I don't think that it's gonna disappoint you. If it does, you've got no imagination because it was a really good book and it wasn't hard to follow. But hit him up, check it out. It's a really good book. I wouldn't recommend anything that I didn't believe in, and it's a good book. So enjoy your guys' day. Keep on geeking on, guys.